Hi, I'm Brian Trenchard-Smith, and this is Trailers from Hell. My most notorious film is Turkey Shoot, known in the US as Escape 2000. It started out as a genre cocktail, a mixture of 1984 meets The Camp on Blood Island, and They Play, The Most Dangerous Game, or The Naked Prey, or Surviving the Game, among a succession of Hunt the Human derivatives, most recently The Hunger Games. In my version, the ruling elite of the corporate future put dissidents in behavior modification camps. Bureaucrats and celebrities hunt them for sport. Violent action with a vein of black comedy. What could go wrong? Well, how about a significant budget shortfall requiring expensive elements to be cut, like the 1984 scenes, and a helicopter chase, reducing the schedule by 12 days and the script to 78 pages. But in fact, I'm really quite proud of the film. And when the dust settled, here is the trailer I made.
It is 1995.
Open season!
Hunting is the national sport, and people are the prey.
Many challenges sprang from the cash flow crunch. We couldn't afford futuristic vehicles, so we rented farm machinery and made it part of the game, like a hunter's handicap. We couldn't afford helicopters for the attack on the prison camp, so I bought documentary footage of Australian Air Force jets on maneuvers. More on that later. 1981 was early in the Reagan era. I played Steve Railsback's arresting officer in a scene we improvised on the last day to set up his character from the lost pages before the arrival at the camp. Michael Craig, a British star of the 50s and 60s, is great as the unctuous but sadistic commandant. We named him Thatcher as a nod to British Prime Minister and Reagan confidant Margaret Thatcher, which was not lost on the UK audience, so much so that the eventual DVD release there retitled the film Blood Camp Thatcher in her memory. The snake intercut with the attempted rape scene is an indication that subtlety is perhaps not my strongest suit. I sometimes find humour in inappropriate situations and have a bemused fascination with the cruel ironies of life. To compensate for lack of spectacle, I pushed the envelope of the exploitation elements, and as I did so I began to recognize the inherent absurdity of some of those genre tropes I was celebrating, and my tone shifted into camp exaggeration. But I still had to deliver to the core audience what they want from an action picture. This footage of the jets training for low-level bombing runs was invaluable. Linda Stoner was a rising TV star who hoped the film would launch a movie career. She hated the picture, then suffered undeserved mockery from humorless critics who saw her as an easy target. The drive-in and grindhouse audience of the 1980s had a different reaction. They enjoyed it as a fast-paced, black-hearted laugh, and its popularity swelled on home video. Its most prominent fan was Quentin Tarantino, who dedicated the Sydney premiere of Kill Bill Volume 1 to Turkey Shoot, to the shock of the local media glitterati. As he put it to me later, I like to stick a lighted weed up the ass of the snob. By popular demand, a Blu-ray release is in the works. Check it out with a six-pack and some like-minded friends.